Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. This November 24th. Bradley, first off, it's good to see you. It is November 24th, Thanksgiving week, man. What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. I'm not sure if I'm frozen or if you're frozen, but
Yeah.
I think I'm frozen.
Yeah. Look, hey, you've got a delay. What you do,
Oh,
just
here we
drop
go.
out and come back in. Yeah, you're good. It happens to me all the time. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, good to see everybody. Brad will be back in just a second. Yeah, good to see all of you. Hoping that you're having a wonderful Monday so far. Joe Tomchek, my man, said, "Good morning, crew." Hey, good morning, buddy. It's good to see you, man. He said, "Ass whooping for my Bucks last night, buddy. It was tough. It was tough, man. The Rams are just doing that to everybody." Big Brad, how we doing?
Doing better now. It looks like I can hear you. I think I went through some type of down. I looked at my bars. We had one that we shot back up. Now I'm here. Let's rock.
Hey, they can't keep us down, baby. Look, that's the attitude for today. They go keep punching us, all right? And we just eat them like Canelo and keep going, baby. That's all we can do. All right, now, speaking of yesterday, here's how we ended up 4-3. All right, we'll take it. Obviously, being profitable, obviously, we'll always take that. Mahomes throws a pick. Chiefs money line, my goodness, we had to earn that one. And the Packers got that. Patriots money line and the Bears money line, we got that. Seahawks and the Titans, boy, that turned out to be a shootout. Got that one. Falcons and the Saints, Jacoby, Daniel Jones, So, Brad, that's how we ended it. Did you catch any NFL yesterday, my man?
I caught a little bit of the NFL in between some of the games. The Detroit Lions comeback was pretty epic, but not surprising. And then the Titans going real hard to just try and cover. Yes, typical Titans.
Wouldn't be the NFL without them, right?
Right.
Oh my goodness, man. And again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Calling for the Cowboys to win outright. I know Aaron Bailey was all over that one, and we were texting, man. It was awesome. So good to see everybody, man. A great day. Yeah, Jared. Hey, good morning, AB, Brad, and crew. Jared, good morning, my friend. Let's get it. Aubie said, let's go. Let's go, Aubie. Hey, we're going to be talking about you here in just a second, your crew. John Boy said, happy Turkey Week. Happy Turkey Week indeed. Matty Boy, what's good? What's good, brother? Liddy, good to see you, man. Jeff, good to see you. Good to see all of you. Yeah, hey, Jared, that teaser, crushed it, man. Smart move. Real smart move. I love it. Freddie Bear, good morning, DTL fam. Good morning, bro. So good to see you. Emilio, there's free crowns on DK. There we go, baby. Let's get it. All right, now, Brad, it's Monday, November 24th. And the reason that I say that is this. Thanksgiving week is one of the best weeks in sports. Okay, because all of us together, we get a present today. All right, do we have day soccer or is it nighttime?
We got some day soccer.
Nice, because guess what? We've got day basketball today, college basketball, tournaments live, all right, from Las Vegas and beyond, and some big games too. Remember we were talking about Alabama last week? Guess what? They play today against Gonzaga. The total's 174.5. It's going to be awesome, dude. All right, now, so I bring all that up, and we'll talk about all of these, but I bring it up to ask you this. Everybody in the crew, vote, polls in the chat. Brad, I want your thoughts here, okay? 2 games, 4 options. First one, Iowa State and St. John's, ranked versus ranked. Iowa State 2.5-point favorite, St. John's plus 2.5. Then we talked about Alabama. They're the underdogs, boy. Alabama plus 3.5, Gonzaga minus 3.5. Brad, what are you thinking here? What stands out to you early looking at this?
I'm thinking Gonzaga minus 3.5, but maybe buy into just the 3 even. I think I like the Zags.
Hey, they're a good team, man. They're a good team. All right. So we will get into that. Everybody, polls in the chat. Vote now. We'll update as we always do at the end of the show. We're going to talk about all these games for sure. All right. We'll be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central for NFL pregame live. Breaking out everything for. We got an interesting one, man. Panthers and the 49ers tonight. That's how good college basketball is. I didn't even put the NFL on the Howie Schwab Crew Play of the Day. It's awesome. Today, dude, not only today, because remember, okay, it's Monday. We have a short week of sports. Thursday is Thanksgiving. You've got NFL games. And remember this too. All right. And we'll be live Thursday morning, normal time, as we always are. But I'm just kind of setting up the week. We will have 3 primetime games, obviously, all day on Thanksgiving, meaning 3 opportunities to get in the club. Okay. 3 opportunities. So Thursday, if you're looking to get your name in the club, do not miss the show Thursday, because everybody's got 3 opportunities. All right. And we're giving away, usually it's a diamond gem. All right. Turkeys. You get special insignia. If you hit it on a holiday, oh, yeah, that gets remembered big time. Big time. And if you're looking to catch up, 3 games in one day, and then we got a game on Friday too, Black Friday Day. Remember that. So we've got college football on Thursday. We've got college football on Friday. We've got college football on Saturday. We've got the NFL on Sunday. And college basketball day games all week. It's awesome. Awesome week of sports, man. So, yeah, it's great. It's just fantastic, man. So, all right, we're going to do now. The key is we've got to figure out a way, Brad, to get everybody half days of work every single day this week. That's what we've got to do. Paid half days. All right. I am not above calling people's bosses and saying, hey, look, they've been working hard all week. All right. People say, please don't call my boss, bro. All right, let's get into it, man. It's going to be just an absolute great week, man. Bradley, let's start it off, dude. Let's jump in the pick. Okay, Bradley, start us off, big bro. What you got?
We're going to Poland again in the Ekstraklasa, the top flight, in a match up today at 12 p.m. Central Time. So coming up here in just under 3 hours, Pogoń Szczecin is taking on Zagłębie Lubin. We're looking for 3 total goals, getting us in for that cash, 4 for the full cash. Both of these teams are absolutely flying, specifically scoring and conceding in such a regularity, and specifically also at each end of this home and away split. Pogoń has now scored in 12 of their last 13 at home and conceded in 14 of their last 15 away. That's just about every single game, hitting both teams to score. And when they're at home, hitting over 2.5 goals now in 9 of their last 10. They both trend goals in each half. They both trend one half with 2 goals. So this one sets up real nicely for that over 2.75 on that Asian total. 3 total goals for the cash today at 12 p.m. Central Time in the Poland Ekstraklasa, the top flight of Polish football.
Beautiful. Now, here's the deal. You're going to have to come on the show tomorrow to pronounce these teams. So. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, calling bosses. Dude, me and Brad are going to hit the phones today. Hi, this is your employee's gambling show, friend. We just wanted to call and ask if Ian could get off work today, a half day. He's been working real hard, okay? And, we're just real proud of the company that y'all have built. And, sir, my goodness, your profits this quarter are just through the roof. We're all very thankful for you, sir. That'd probably go over horrible. All right, anyways. Brad, great job. All right, so, we've got 4 plays here. All right, now, the emojis, we're going to keep them going. Because, look, Liddy was right. It makes everything so much easier to just read. Now, Brad's, yours are easier, right? We can put the soccer ball on all of them right now. So I should have put these together. Starting the NFL game tonight. Going to take Bryce Young to throw a pick. Going to do it. I'm also going to take Juwan Jennings, longest reception, over 19.5 yards. At minus 115. Juwan Jennings is on the 49ers. Wide receiver, tight end, versatile young man. All right. We're going to take him over 19.5 yards. Now, college basketball. Okay. And again, everybody, check your times. Okay. This Tennessee Rutgers game starts at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. So it's 10:13 a.m. Eastern right now. You got 3 hours. So, yeah. Make sure to check your times on these games. All right. So, first, we're going to go Alabama Gonzaga over 174.5. I mean, there's no way. We played in Alabama under last time, and we had to sweat it. All right. Now, this is a different type of game, but still, we want that over. That's what we do around here, isn't it? We like overs. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the over 174.5. That's gonna be a fun game.
I think this could be like 100 plus at half.
Oh yeah, big time. Like if these teams start hitting their shots,
even if that is just if they play the standard of up and back, that really quick paced type of basketball that I like. Gonzaga usually plays it. Alabama always plays it. Even if it's missing shots, those quick transitions and foul trouble. If there's any fouls at all, if we get into any foul trouble, man, this could shoot over so quickly.
Great point. And for anybody who hasn't watched Alabama basketball, think of the Golden State Warriors like, and I don't mean, they're going to win 82 games. I don't mean like they're good. I'm not saying they're not, but the style of play of what Brad is talking about, it's very transitional basketball. Offense, defense. Like Alabama don't spend a whole lot of time, running a 4-corner offense, trying to, the 13th pass is what's going to get us the layup. No.
Yeah. If you're open, chuck it.
Yeah, they've shot twice already before that. From 35 feet out, right? Like they don't give a damn. They're just going to go. Emilio said, we'll convert you to the under's dark side one of these days. Hey, you're working on me. I've started to work them in a little more. And Emilio is right. Professional betting really is found if you have the discipline to bet unders. That's where it is. Really.
Yeah. In the NFL, best time to take an under is after both teams score on the first drive.
Yeah. Freddie Bear, AB, it's at 176.5. Would you still take it? I would, but I would slow down. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be going super crazy because we'll talk about this game in a minute, but just doing the math, 94 to 80 is what 174. So you're looking at a high number, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I just wouldn't go too terribly high. Jinxie, early late Panthers plus 15.5, over 39.5. McMillan 25 plus. Dowdle 50 plus rushing, minus 105 on DraftKings. I like that. Nice, man. Jinxie, appreciate that. Yeah, hey, keep bringing it, man. We're going to talk about this game. You obviously have an excellent read on the Carolina Panthers, so we could certainly use your expertise for sure. Z-Money, what's up, gang? Beautiful day for some winners. Thankful for all y'all regardless. You said it right there, Z-Money. 100%. Addison, look ahead. Minnesota Wild have scored the first goal in 12 straight games. Dang, that's a stat right there, man. Yeah, that's a stat. Okay, so Bryce Young to throw a pick. We'll talk about this game. Juwan Jennings, longest reception over 19.5 yards. That is in the NFL game tonight. Panthers, 49ers, both in that game. And then college basketball. And again, check your times because we got day basketball all day. Alabama Gonzaga over 174.5. And then we're going to take Tennessee and Rutgers today over 140.5. Let's see. AB, check out the Discord for all of our college basketball picks. Beautiful. And let me pull this down. Say the same thing for anybody who hasn't done it yet. Well, let me see. Point it in the right direction. There we go. My camera's mirrored. So, yeah, anyways, you can see the Discord. Yeah, Brad, you got it. Yeah, right there. Sign up for the free Discord right there. As I'll be saying, so many college basketball, F1, tennis. I mean, the work that's been done in this Discord is incredible. It's the most absolute clean, organized, professional betting Discord I've ever seen. Ninja, AB, any tryptophan money line? Oh, that's going to get us on Thursday. That tryptophan's going to get all of us. Yeah, no doubt. Aubie, I may put more out as the day goes on. Have 5 in there this morning. Aubie, thank you so much. Everyone, make sure to follow Aubie. not only Discord, socials, all that. Obby, lead them in the way. Appreciate you big time. Kurt, what's up, AB and crew? Kurt, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Matty boy, Tennessee Rutgers 39.5 on FanDuel, 139.5 on the total. Great look right there. Yeah. And if you're playing the over and you've got FanDuel, yeah, you get your point. Do it. Every point matters. Every point matters. No doubt, Matty boy. Great look as always, man. Appreciate you big time. Now, Brad, I said it's a holiday. Okay. It's a holiday week. Now, Z Money. Also, Thanksgiving football squares are in the Discord. Absolutely. Yeah. Check them out in the Discord. Z Money, Zach, Phelps, check them out. They'll get you all the info on that for sure. And get yours in because I want to make sure that we give everybody time to get theirs. And then I'm getting it as well. So I just want to make sure that everybody can get theirs first. Yeah, no doubt. All right, Brad, like I said, it's a holiday. Look at Old Spice doing ads with DT. I like it. All right, there we go. All right. Let's have a little, Addison, we had some fun in the F1 channel Saturday. See, there you go. Absolutely. It's the most detailed Discord I've ever seen. Sports bettors, go there, I assure you. Okay, holiday week. So let's start off with a Monday AB3. All college basketball, okay? And just winners. That's it. So 3 legs plus 195. Japan, good to see you, big dog. All right. Kansas, money line. All right. This is in the Players Club tournament out there in Las Vegas. All right. Let's take Kansas on the money line. Okay. Now, live from Las Vegas, San Diego State and Michigan. There's a little history between these two. I'm going to take Michigan basketball on the money line. And then finally, Auburn in Las Vegas against Oregon. This could be a good game. San Diego State's not a bad basketball team. Oregon's not a bad basketball team. Notre Dame's not a bad basketball team, right? All 3 that we're fading, quote unquote, obviously. These are going to be some games, man. Look at these money line prices, right? But I believe in Kansas to get themselves right today. Michigan. Nobody's really talking about them, but that's a mistake. This Michigan team can get down. And Auburn as well. Big on my boy Stephen Pearl. So let's get after it, man. Jared said, go blue. Love this AB3. Man, that Michigan basketball team's fun, man. You could double down by giving homemade sausages for that. See, that's my type of present right there. Food. Especially that, yeah. I guess at the end of the day, 49ers just want to win in the lay. I'd be fine with 2. Just think covering the 15.5 is better. Jinxie. Oh, dude, I love you, man. You're a peach. All right. So, plus 195, all college basketball. Kansas wins, or Kansas money line, Michigan money line, Auburn money line. Put those 3 together, plus 195. Okay. Now, Brad, let's talk a little soccer first. What do we got on the board there? Talk to me, brother.
We got a little Champions League, which AB was talking about, all those sports coming back or throughout the week and day sports. Well, you got Champions League loaded tomorrow and Wednesday with Europa League on Thursday. So we've got soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, throughout the week. Also, we've got MLS playoffs littering in the slate. Last night, Messi and the boys took absolute care of Cincinnati. And then you also have San Diego. They're playing tonight. Great matches throughout the slate. But what you need to know about the Champions League is the scoring from the beginning of the Champions League has continued to trail off. As we have now completed the 4th round, we've started to see that both teams' score has trickled down all the way below 50%. The over 2.5 is now sitting at 50% in round 4, which is a massive 22% drop. So you need to be very concerned. If you're going to be betting goals in the Champions League, be very, very specific. You can't just throw any darts like you were at the beginning. I expect some of the scoring to kick up towards the end, but we're hitting that little bit of a lull as teams really want to grind out some results and huge matchups this week, highlighted by Barcelona taking on Chelsea, popcorn match, Arsenal taking on Bayern Munich, and more. So when you're eating, when you're hanging with the family, tune in to the football matches that are taking place this week. They are incredible. incredible.
Nice, dude. When you're eating with your family, I didn't mean to pull that screen up. When you're eating with your family, dude, also, whenever you said the word grinding, whenever anyone uses that word, I immediately go to that rap song, the clips, grinding. You don't know what I want when I like. Every time I hear that word, grinding. Anyways, all right.
And last but not least, our goal scorers. Neither of them scored. Sterling Erling and Kylian Mbappe both failed to get it done. But what you did see is they both missed 2 big chances apiece. Unheard of. And Erling Haaland's were upwards of 0.65 and 0.69, which is, if anybody understands soccer, 0.75 is a penalty kick. So they're basically almost gimmies that he had missed that were just unluckily saved. And that's what you're going to get with goal scorers. So don't be scared of those 2 guys coming this weekend.
Beautiful work. Look, Addison cracks me up every time. AB's contribution to the soccer portion of the show never disappoints. I'm telling you, man. Y'all kill me. Pharrell at the height of his powers. Dude, Pharrell, absolutely. Dude, smoking it out there. Him and the Neptunes. Billy, I always sing that when I'm running the meat grinder. Grinding. Oh, dude, I love it, man. Addison, y'all crack me up. Batty boy, the AB3 is coming back at 227 now. All right, let's go. There we go. All right, we had some movement in that one. All right, so Brad, great job, obviously. Soccer. Okay. Now, we've got an NFL game tonight. Monday Night Football. 49ers, a 7.5-point favorite over the Panthers at home, live from Santa Clara. Now, here's something funny real quick. Brad, have you ever been out to Santa Clara?
No, I have not.
Okay. Santa Clara is about 55 minutes, so roughly, outside of San Francisco. It's beautiful. But in television, the producers find themselves in an interesting place because when you do an NFL game, you need a lot of B-roll, right? There's a lot of transitions, commercial breaks, injury timeouts, time in between plays. You need B-roll. But Santa Clara isn't San Francisco. So they get all their B-roll like 55 miles away. And then they shoot like 5 seconds outside the actual stadium. It's so funny. So, anyways, I just crack up at that every time. All right. That was terrible. Sorry. That was just a bad segment. Okay, what is a good segment? Everybody's going to go to the same thing first. Yeah. Hawk. See, Hawk nailed it right there. See, that's why you need people in the area, in the region to correct and bring it. That's why I love this show. We got people everywhere. Spot on. All right, so everybody's going to go to first, Brad, a player prop, Christian McCaffrey, right? Now, Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown, is minus 330. Yeah. Let me take it a step further. You're saying, okay, AB, minus 330. I'm smarter than that. I'm going to take the 49ers on the money line. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown. Boom. I like your thinking. I tried it. Yeah. Minus 195.
God.
Unplayable. Let me put it in another example of how much the books think Christian McCaffrey is going to score tonight. Christian McCaffrey for 2 touchdowns is like plus 120. So, Emilio, what team's actually playing their city? That's a great question. That would be fun. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Christian McCaffrey, like, for a touchdown tonight, Let's see. It looks like we got some commercials in here. Spell Dog just got an ad. Hawk, I've gotten 3. Yeah, I've seen 3 already on Brad's as well. All right. Keep pointing those out if you get them. And is it doing the commercial where it takes over the whole thing, or it does like the half commercial in the chat? If you could let me know which type of like, does it fully break the show? It does fully break it.
Okay. Yeah, when I've seen those commercials, I was watching one last week and it just totally broke the whole show. Waited till the end.
Yeah. Okay, Justin. Yeah, ads have been around for a few weeks now. Tony, none here. Takes over all of mine. Okay, perfect. All right. No, this is great feedback. Seriously. Whenever you guys see these things, let me know. Okay, perfect. All right. So, all right, got it. We'll get it. All right. So anyway, so with the 49ers here, okay, Christian McCaffrey is going to be your first look. That's what you're going to want to go to. Okay. So you're going to have to do it for 2 touchdowns. And again, look at last night. All right. The Rams put up 34 points. Kyron Williams was none of them. Right. So be careful. Now, Jinxie was talking about moving the Panthers to plus 15.5. And I don't mind that at all. The Panthers are not a bad football team.
Yeah, I'm thinking plus 7.5.
Say it again.
I think I want the full touchdown. I mean, it's the NFL. It's a prime time, not Thursday, but it's a prime time match. A full touchdown. I mean, the Panthers are not the Titans. Like, let's put that out there. They're better than the Titans. So they have a better chance. And the 49ers, they're not probably the best team in the league. 7.5 is way too much.
It's a lot of points, and especially for 49ers team that look, they're playing good football too, right? Like we're not discounting them by any means. No doubt. Z Money, Panthers plus 15.5 with San Francisco first half money line is even. Dude, now that is a creative way to go about it. So let's take it a step back of what this is. Panthers in the game plus 15.5. Okay. San Francisco first half money line. So parlayed those two together essentially. That's pretty good. All right. Now you're going to get. Here's the other thing, and we'll talk way more about this game tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central right here on Driving the Line. You're going to get a mix of both in terms of player props. You're going to get a lot of run on the football, I assure you, on both sides. Okay? But you're going to get a balanced attack. Now, the key is does San Francisco or Carolina run away with this game at any moment? I go ahead. What were we going to say?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, it just feels like, especially with the low point total. I was making sure that I was reading that correctly. 41.5.
No, 49.5.
49?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let me put this full screen. Apologies. Yeah. So it's 7.5 San Francisco. Yeah. 49.5. That's a big total.
It's prime time. Prime time unders are a thing, and 49 is a lot of points.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Let's go back to it. So one reason why I love this show is that we're all able to just stop and just work together. Okay. So what we need to ask ourselves this question first. Okay. Do you think both teams score 20 plus points? I ask you, Brad, do you think so?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure they will.
Okay. Fair answer. All right. Obviously, either way is fair answer. So, okay, let's say no. Okay. Then let's just do let's say the Panthers score 2 touchdowns. Let's just use that number. I'm not saying that's what they do. Let's just use that number. Okay. So you essentially need 50 points to hit the over. So if the Panthers score 14 points, do you see the 49ers scoring 36 tonight or more? You see what I'm saying? So keep doing the math.
Yeah, it's basically like 28-21.
Yeah. Let's say the Panthers score 2 touchdowns and a field goal, 17. So you need 50 to get the over. So do you see the 49ers scoring 33 points or more? Right? Then keep going. Now we get to the point. We just answered the question. Do we think both teams are going to score 20 points or more? Okay. Because the reason that I asked that question is because that's an actual bet that's plus money. Right? So if you don't want to play the over, but you think both teams are going to score 20 plus points, you could shave off 10 points, but you got to get both of them to 20. Okay. Now, if we don't think that bet's going to happen, then we have to get the favorite to go over what probably is their team total. So are we smarter for saying, all right, if I think the Panthers aren't going to score 20, so that means what? 7, 14, 17, whatever. Well, you're going to need to make up that difference on the other side of the ledger, right? So if you think it's 14, you think they're going to get 36? What's their team total? 24 and a half? So it just tree branching this thing of different ways to play it, right? Like, because I'm with you. That's a big number. Now, if you do think both teams are going to score 20 points or more, then not only can you get that bet and shave 10 points off that total, but then start playing the game. So let's say we think both teams are going to, it's 21-21 going to overtime. Forget working with the total anymore. We're just trying to figure out the score. Okay. So let's just use that 21-21 going to overtime. Okay. Well, what does that mean? That means that the Panthers scored 3 touchdowns and the 49ers scored 3 touchdowns. So that's 6 touchdowns. Okay. Well, if you don't want to mess with both teams having to score 20 each and, going down all these very specific roads where one slip up can, blow the whole thing up. Well, that's 6 touchdowns to choose from. Somebody's got to score them. So you might look at that way to approach it. And again, that's if you think that there are going to be points. You know what I mean? And I'm going to get to everybody's prop bets in the chat. Please keep dropping those, right? And going exactly off that, I see, Brock Purdy playing his props, right? Patrick, 49ers minus 2.5 and under 53.5. This could be a great teaser game, right? As Jinxie was laying out to start the show. Very smart way to go about it, right? Like, teasers are smart, especially in the NFL, especially in prime time. Go ahead.
Question. Have you watched a lot of the Panthers this season?
Yeah.
Would you say they're more of a hit you quick or a slow, methodical, get your first down type of offense?
They're both. So it's definitely, there's a methodical approach to it. Bryce Young's an accurate quarterback, and he's aggressive. They move the ball quickly. They don't. They're not crushing you on chunk plays every single time. Like, it's definitely an offense that's built off momentum and a smart offensive play calling, right? In terms of they're going to hit you. They're going to balance you to death. They're going to run the ball hard, smart pass, run the ball, smart pass. You know what I'm saying? But those chunk off at times too. And that's the scary part. Is that when they start getting that momentum, it comes, man. But definitely, more of the methodical, accurate, balanced attack, which plays well because that's exactly what San Francisco is, right? It's going to start with Christian McCaffrey on the ground and in the air. So so here's another thing. And Brad, this is why I love honest questions, because you bring up a great topic here. Time of possession could be a huge factor in this game. Could be balanced in straight up 30 minutes. 31-29, right? Like, that's obviously as even as you're going to get. But the question that you just asked is a very real good question. Anybody see the Titans in the first quarter against Seattle? Ate up 8 minutes and lucky to get 3 3 points. You know what I mean? These teams could do that. They could get you on the ground and running clock. So, yeah, it's something to think about. That's a great question, man. And if we get any of that, that under's coming way in. You get one of those quarters, you get a slow start, 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Not saying an over can't happen, but they got to get going. You know what I mean? Yeah, no doubt. Kirk says if Panthers get behind, McMillan will be targeted a lot. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Cyclone, good to see you, big dog. Good to see you. All right, let's refresh the picks here, man, for anybody who may have came in right after it. Brad, what you got?
We're going to Poland, the top flight of Poland, in a matchup coming up here at 12 p.m. Central Time, so just under 2.5 hours. Pogoń Szczecin taking on Zagłębie Lubin. 3 total goals is what we're after, but 4 total goals gives us the full cash.
Beautiful work, my friend. All right, I am on Bryce Young of the Panthers to throw an interception tonight. Alabama Gonzaga, college basketball, over 174.5. Tennessee and Rutgers, college basketball, over 140.5. Check your books. Matty Boy pointed out, FanDuel has this at over 139.5. So, yeah, absolutely. Every point matters. And then, again, in the NFL game tonight for the 49ers, Juwan Jennings, longest reception, over 19.5 yards. And again, we'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central to break down everything for this game, a full hour leading into it, touchdowns, all of that. Now, we also have an AB3 parlay today. If you want to get down, 3 legs, all college basketball. Kansas on the money line against Notre Dame, Michigan on the money line against San Diego State, and Auburn on the money line against Oregon. These are all neutral site games in Las Vegas. Make sure to check your books. Make sure to check ESPN or CBS, wherever you go to, look at your slate of games for the day. They're day basketball games. Like that Tennessee Rutgers is at 12 Central, 1 Eastern. So day basketball for sure. Make sure you go and look at the times right now. Whatever time you're watching this show, go do it. I'd hate for you to miss out on a game. Okay, so Brad, that's what we've got in picks. Let's keep going, though, because like we said, man, we got college basketball. We got some good games, dude. All right, so first off, like we said, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Tennessee and Rutgers. Tennessee 5-0. Rutgers 4-1. Look, Rutgers is a good basketball team. We're on the over. This total has dropped. We are seeing wild line movements. And you want to know why, Brad? Can I explain this real quick? It's because people don't know that there's day basketball. They're finding out, and it's just going wild. So you're seeing a bunch of line movement. You're going to see it. So that's what I'm saying. Everyone, get in there as soon as possible because you're going to see crazy line movement today in college basketball, which is kind of fun because you get kind of a look at how everyone bets, and it's probably the same. Oh, I got 8 minutes before this game starts. Oh. Hey, also real quick, PSA. All sports, you all know, but remember, and you won't really deal with it big time until it's like the World Cup or the Super Bowl. But remember this, okay? On Thanksgiving, specifically, everyone on planet Earth that has sports betting is going to be betting the NFL. Soccer is its own massive deal. Like, Brad, I lean to you on that. But in terms of the NFL, remember, it's a holiday. Everyone on planet Earth will be on their phone. Everyone on planet Earth will be betting. And holidays, I have been in these meetings, executive meetings, when I was with CBS, when we were working with, I won't name the books, but respect to all of them. But in these meetings, and let me tell you, one of the number one days for new, better signups are holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Okay. These are massive days for sports books. So, what they're going to do when you open up your books, they're going to overload you with all kinds of, bet this, all kinds of promotional stuff. Be smart with it. Go through it. Now, you guys are all, you know what you're doing. Go in there and hammer it down, right? Take advantage of everything that they're offering. But what I'm getting at is that remember that the internet can be shaky. All right. These apps are all run on web servers like any other app. And when websites and apps go down, most of the time it's because the servers are overloaded with traffic. Okay. So 5 minutes before these big NFL games start, big soccer, your apps are going to slow way down, right? So I say it all to say the quicker that you get in, and don't be rushed, know what you're doing. But on those holidays, remember that two things. Number one, servers get overloaded. It can degrade the user experience, right? And number two, take advantage. The books are going to absolutely be promoting a million new things, right? Hammer it. Take advantage of it for sure. All right. So just wanted to say that real quick. Okay. Now, Tennessee Rutgers. Again, I think Rutgers is going to push Tennessee in this game. I think Tennessee is due for, I'm not saying a bad game, but they get some injuries of their own that they're dealing with. Jason, I see you. I think this is going to be a good basketball game. You don't see me taking Tennessee 15.5, even though I love Rick Barnes and his team is strong, but that's a big number. But I think we're going to get a nice pace in basketball. That's why I like the over. All right, Seton Hall, NC State. NC State, a 10.5-point favorite. I don't have a play on this. If anybody's has a good one. Now, this one's in Maui. So, Brad, let me say this real quick. Most of these games that you see, if you see the Player Era Festival, that's in Las Vegas. And most of these are going to be in Las Vegas, okay? Neutral sites. And these are going to be going on all week. But you're also going to see the Seton Hall, NC State. You're going to see some that are in Maui, in Hawaii, okay? So just wanted to point that out. All right, Notre Dame and Kansas. Kansas, 4.5-point favorite. We have Kansas on the money line in the AB3. All right. Big Joe, I'll be at Alabama Gonzaga tonight. Oh, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's going to be a great game. So, again, pay attention to these times. All right. Now, these are all central. I'm in Nashville, so everything comes up central for me time-wise. So, do the math. If you're Eastern, all that. Bailey, hey, Liddy, congrats on the money. Turned $5, a $1,000 win. Wow. Dude, and Bailey, like we said, hey, last night, we were giving you huge love. Dude, how about the Cowboys? You called it. You said, we don't even want points. Take that money line. Oh, that was huge, man. Well done. Action. Good to see you. Dowdle's going to get his money whether or not the Panthers make him an offer of his worth after signing for the season. Any team would pay him right now. Yeah, they would. Big time. You're spot on. Abby, also when betting college basketball, factor in style of play. Are they a defensive-minded team? Are they up-tempo? Great point here, okay? And I want to highlight this too. Anyone who is looking for a stat that correlates to what Abby is talking about, okay? Because this is a great you could base a lot of betting in college basketball off of this right here, all right? And essentially what you want to look for, if you're saying, okay, yeah, I like that. How do I find a stat that correlates with that? Defensive offensive efficiency, right? Essentially points per drive, points per possession, that type of thing. Points per possession offensively, how many do they score? Points per possession defensively, how many do they allow, right? So that's kind of the stat, because I'm with Aubie 1,000,000,000% on this one. College basketball, if you're looking for kind of that cardinal stat, to this is the story, and then we tree branch from there, that's the one, right? Offensive, defensive, I can't even say it, efficiency, right? Essentially points per drive both ways. I'll be great point. Wanted to bring that up because, yeah, no doubt. Bailey, AB, good morning. How about them Cowboys? No doubt. No doubt. All right, so again, we've got Kansas here on the money line against Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a good basketball team. Kansas going through it injuries wise. But yeah, if Kansas needed to win, man, I don't know. I think it's today. I'm a bet with them. Give me rock chalk right here. All right, another one. St. John's and Iowa State. Again, if you're going to watch basketball in Las Vegas today, my man, it is a peach of a day to do that. And it's going to get better through the week. Cyclone, let us know. What are you thinking on this Iowa State game? This is going to be a good one right here. Iowa State, 2.5-point favorite. Again, neutral site. Total of 161.5. So let's do the math. If you're wanting to play the over, that's essentially 82-80. Okay. Healthy amount of points on both sides. Cyclone, Iowa State is fully healthy. First time in a long time. There we go. Matty, I got to figure out how I could sell my family on Vegas. No kidding, right? Yeah. So if you're looking to play the over, yeah, you're going to need a big one. Syracuse and Houston. This is an interesting game here. Syracuse not ranked 4-0. Houston, second-ranked team in the country. Brad, we talked about these teams last week. Houston, there's some bullies. We talk about apex predators on this show all the time. Houston are orcas, dude. They don't play. They could shoot better than you. They can rebound. Like, they could do it all. You know, they're bullies, man. That's who they are. But the Syracuse team is good. The fact that Houston's 13.5-point favorite goes to show, like, and look at the total. 138.5. It's a low total for two really good basketball teams. So, yeah. Do what you do. Houston's going to do their thing. But, again, it's tournament basketball. So, take that into effect. Eastern Michigan and Louisville. Louisville's a 33.5-point favorite. Nothing from me here. UT Rio Grande Valley and Illinois. Illinois, a 34.5-point favorite. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hawk nailed it right there. That's the better one. Yeah. They are a T-Rex. They're big, dude. Yeah. Oregon and Auburn. All right. Okay, Brad. Now, let me ask you a question. And keep it, well, you just answer however you will. Two soccer teams that would be like pure grit. Who are those teams? Like that you just know. They're coming to just full effort at all times.
Full effort at all times. You used to be able to say an Atletico Madrid over in Spain under Diego Simeone, but recently he's expanded his style a bit. And then maybe an Enzo Maresca in Chelsea, bit of a gritty behind the ball. Number one, I would say for sure, is legendary Jose Mourinho. That man will put 11 behind the ball, and he'll play you to a 0-0 just to piss you off.
That's this game. Now, there's going to be offense. I'm not saying that it's going to be like all defensive effort, but even on offense, and soccer's the perfect sport that there's a lot going on that you might not be seeing going on. And that's this game. Backdoor cuts, screens, lots of screens. Whatever's physical in basketball, you're going to get it in this one. All right. Hard screens. All right. Grinding passes, plays, like all of it. This could be a hell of a basketball game, man. All right. Auburn, 4.5-point favorite, total of 152.5. Smart teams, well-coached team. This is going to be a game, man. Like, we're going to talk about the one below it because this is going to be a fight. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, we're getting a treat, man. Oregon and Auburn, going to be great. Then, right after it, Gonzaga and Alabama. Gonzaga, 3.5-point favorite, total of 174.5. and we're playing the over, and it's going up. So let's do the math on this. All right. 90 to 80 is 170. So 90 to 85 essentially is what we need. 90 to 85. So anybody that doesn't want to play this over, I get it. I'm also frightened at the thought of playing the under in this game because Gonzaga is an NBA team and Alabama is an NBA team. They're big. Their bigs can shoot, and they will. It's going to be, if you like a run and gun transition style of basketball, where everybody essentially, you've got 10 guards on the floor, right? Even if they're 6'8", it's a fun game, man. You're definitely, if you like that Golden State Warriors West Coast style, you're going to get so many 3-pointers in this game. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we're on the over here, 174.5, and yeah. Now Abby brings up a good point. At rim maybe sit a little differently. They have to get a feel for that, no doubt. Okay. In these two, we've talked about this too. When you play in these tournaments, gym styles, right? Think about when you're shooting, man. Right. Even free throws. Look at it. You used to, normal style gym. Some of these arenas get huge. Also, that's a good point too of it being a neutral site for both teams. First half unders have been a thing, right? Also, want to shout out our man Brian Blade in the chat. Check him out talking about women's college volleyball, and I believe you said Kentucky and Texas. Blade, if you're still with us in here, drop that again if you don't mind, because that was a great look, and I wanted to make sure that we hit on that. All right. Yeah, we still got more. So Denver and Arizona. Arizona, 31.5-point favorite. Do what you will there. San Diego State, Michigan. Michigan, a 6.5-point favorite. Liddy, let's go live from the arch. We need to. Joe, Brian Blade, one of the coolest names ever. It really is. It really is. Matty boy, wow, Maryland plays tonight in the tourney, 10 p.m. Look, yeah, dude, it's awesome. It's wild. Like, we've literally got basketball just all over the place. So, yeah, we're on Michigan on the money line against San Diego State. These two teams have some history. Oh, I love it, man. All right, we'll get to the NBA in 1 second. Let's hit the picks one more time. Brad, what you got, man?
Going to Poland, the Ekstraklasa, the top flight of Polish football. Pogoń Szczecin at 12 p.m. Central Time is taking on Zagłębie Lubin. We're looking for 3 total goals. The Asian total at 2.75. I got that at minus 125.
Nice. All right. Bryce Young, 1+ interception for the Panthers tonight. Alabama Gonzaga over 174.5. minus 115. Tennessee and Rutgers over 140.5, minus 115. And then Juwan Jennings of the 49ers, longest reception over 19.5 yards at minus 115. And then the AB3, college basketball, 3-leg moneyline parlay, Kansas moneyline, Michigan moneyline, Auburn moneyline. I got it at plus 195, I believe. In the chat, they said it's around plus 227 now. So, yep, there you go. All right, real quick. John Boy said, Brian Blade said, Kentucky money line over Texas women's volleyball. Thank you. And Big Blade, thank you. Always big time, man. All right, so the NBA, Brad. Let me jump to it here. Let's just go through, see what kind of games we got. Pistons and the Pacers, 14-2 versus 2-14. Do what you do with that. Pistons 9.5-point favorites, total 235.5. Cavs and the Raptors, good game here. Cavs 12-6, Raptors 12-5. Brad, you rolling with the Cavs 1.5?
Yeah, we're going for an away win, straight up on the money line.
All right. There we go. Knicks in the Nets. Jalen Brunson's been a really nice dude for player props. Rebounds, points, threes, you name it. Knicks 9-6. Nets 3-13. The Knicks are 14.5 point favorites, bro, on the road. That's a big number. Mavs in the Heat. Nuggets in the Grizz. Nuggets a 7.5 point favorite. I'm sure Jokic at a triple doubles minus 105 or something insane. Trailblazers and the Bucks. This will be a decent little game. Bucks 1.5 point favorite. Total 233.5. Liddy said the Nets don't win at home. Yeah. Bulls and the Pelicans. Pelly's going through it, bro. Going through it. Bulls 9-7 here. Bulls 5.5 point favorites. Total 243.5. And then the Rockets and the Suns. Suns playing good basketball, dude. This will be a really fun game. Rockets 10-4. Suns 11-6. Yeah. Liddy said, I'm jealous of those ticket prices. $25. $13 to get in the Bulls Pelicans game. I'd pay $13 to go see that. These are good. Dude, Nuggets Grizz, $7 in Memphis. Would you go to the FedEx Forum? Have you been to the FedEx Forum?
Too many times to count, AV.
How do you like the FedEx Forum? You a fan?
Pretty subpar.
Yeah. Well, but I've been in that Bass Pro. That's the pyramid.
Yeah.
It's a Bass Pro shop now.
That's the best thing in Memphis you got, for sure.
It's awesome. FedEx holding strong over there.
Still there for now. Thanks to Fred.
Fred Smith, man. You know, he gambled all the company's money early in that. Doubled up.
He won big.
It kept FedEx alive.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Go look it up. Gambling kept FedEx alive. Can you imagine the stress that man was under that night? That was do or die. Craps.
Literally.
That man was sweating real. What would you play? All right, if right now, okay, you had to bet it all, right? You going blackjack, craps, you going poker, you go sit down for a minute. How you get down?
I would probably be one of those lurkers on the roulette wheel, and I would wait for my moment, and then I would leverage hard into one side over and over and over again until I got to a certain amount and I'd pull.
I like it. Everyone feel free to respond if it was do or die and you had to double up money or you're leaving with nothing. What game are you playing? I find that question fascinating because there are some games where you're like, roulette. It is now or never, right? Poker, you can sit down and think about it for a second. All right. It could get dangerous, but you can think about it for craps. Craps, you can think about it for a second, or you lose very fast. Yeah. Oh, God. Sorry. I am distracted. But yeah, if you had to save your company, your life, your baby, what game you playing? Joe, I'll take one hand of blackjack. Oh, yeah.
Too easy to bust. Too easy to bust.
That's a cowboy.
Yeah, one time, one moment. I love blackjack. You got to sit down for a while and grind the blackjack. One moment, whew, you're going to get dealt 16. It's going to happen.
Oh, my God. And then what
and
are
then
you doing?
You have to choose whether
you
want to ruin your life or you want to stay here and wait for that dealer to ruin your life.
Oh, my God.
Stress right there.
All right, here's a question. Okay. So, and look, let me get the picks up here so anybody who missed them, they're not just getting us talking. All right. Would you, okay, when you're walking in, you know what time it is. Are you having a drink before or no?
Uh, no, because in roulette, in the situation that I'm going into, I want to be full clear minded.
Yeah, I see it. I'd be in that bar with a drink and a cigarette. And a notepad. I'd be mapping this scheme out. Oh my goodness. All right. Uh, that's exactly where I would be. All right. Brad, hit your picks one more time. What do you got?
Yes, they're going to Poland, the top flight, the extra klasa on your book in a match at 12 p.m. Central Time. Pogon Szczecin taking on Zagłębie Lubin. 3 total goals. The Asian total of 2.75 minus 125.
That was honey, how you pronounce that. Well done. All right. Bryce Young, 1+ interception, minus 120. Alabama Gonzaga over 174.5. College basketball, also college basketball, Tennessee Rutgers over 140.5. And then in NFL tonight, Juwan Jennings of the 49ers, longest reception, over 19.5 yards at minus 115. Also in a parlay, we have Kansas on the money line. Again, these are all college basketball. We're going to go with Kansas on the money line. We also have Michigan on the money line, as well as Auburn on the money line against Oregon. And again, make sure to check all of your times. All right. Not only in college basketball, soccer, you name it, right? NBA is normal. Obviously, NFL is normal, but ton of day games today going on. All right. Now, Brad, we have a poll we need to get to here. The Howie Schwab. Look at Howard. Look at Sharp. Now, 2 games, 4 options. Where'd everybody go? Iowa State.
I know where Howie went.
Say it again.
So I bet you I know where Howie went.
Oh, yeah. All right. You know what? I didn't even think about that.
It's a rare day. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Looking good in that St. John's.
Oh, he's looking good as always. Howie was the OG, the damn man of sports betting. That dude is a pioneer. Now, Alabama plus 3.5. But look, St. John's, the crew got it. They knew. Got 24% there. So they're feeling it against Iowa State, and then feeling Alabama plus 3.5 at 35% against Gonzaga. Damn, that's going to be a great game, man. Going to be a great game. All right. We'll jump out of here. Big Dog, any final thoughts before we go?
Just be careful with Champions League. This is what I mentioned earlier, is there's just transition and players aren't playing that same game. We're not playing a score fest. We're playing, I got to get these 3 points. It's different. So just be careful during the week. The weekend, it's going to start to get a little more regular now that we're going to have tons and tons of leagues over and over and over and over again. We'll get to some consistency.
Nice. Great point. And consistency is exactly what you want to find in sports betting. My final thought is this. It's one of the best weeks of the year in terms of sports. But remember, it is a short week for a lot of teams in the NFL. It's a short, weird week for teams in college football, which we're going to talk about that tomorrow. It's rivalry week. So not only is it Thanksgiving, these games are going to matter for getting into the college football playoff. They're going to matter for state pride, all of it. It is going to be. So my point is this. This is a wild week of sports betting. And here, and this is the best way to handle it, is to just get ahead of it a little bit. Okay. Start looking at the schedule for the next day. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you have to start putting bets in, but just get yourself an understanding. And that's exactly what we do with this show, is literally we just want to set the table so that you know exactly what you have. Go attack it how you will, right? But knowing is half the battle. You remember that? G.I. Joe? Anyways, all right. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. It's going to be a great day. We will see you live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Addison said, BVB is at noon today. Hope to see some of you there. Absolutely. Go check that out for sure. No doubt. Much, 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 much love that way. So everybody have a wonderful Monday. We'll see you tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Brad, great job. Until then, everybody, best of luck. Cash these tickets. See you tonight. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us?